highly, highly unusual for a brand new baby to run a fever. Like once you have been discharged and given okay, you've got a healthy kid, you're leaving, it's very, very unusual for a baby in the first 12 weeks to run a fever. And what prompts us to take the temperature of the baby for the first time is one of two things. Either lethargy, all right, that's always a good prompt. If the baby's sleeping through feedings, take the temperature just to check it out. And the other thing is touch. All right, because here's what happens in the early days of taking care of our baby. Newborns spend an inordinate amount of time in our arms, being held, being soothed. We're changing them, we're bathing them. And what happens in those early days is that we unconsciously register what normal feels like with this baby. All right, so think about with your partner, like times when you've noticed that your partner was sick and you roll over in the middle of the night and you put your arm around them and you're like, whoa, you are running a temperature. All right, sometimes what prompts us to take our baby's temperature for the first time is they wake up from a nap and we go and we pick them up. Hello, how are you? She feels warm. All right, and we're prompted by the touch. Now, here is how you take the temperature. I recommend a very inexpensive digital thermometer, the kind you can get in any drugstore. In the very, very early newborn time period, I don't recommend the really expensive ones that work on the ear or the table on the forehead and all of that. These are very accurate and very fast. And the way to take the temperature, you can do it two options. You can either tuck the thermometer into the armpit, okay, and a digital thermometer will give you a readout in 60 seconds. But here's the thing. If you take the temperature in the armpit, it is not accurate. This is really important, and you must add 1 degree. All right, so the armpit is not accurate. Add 1 degree. Whatever reading you got, it's +1. All right, the way that is accurate is a rectal reading. And the easiest way to do this is at the changing table, and you lubricate the tip of your thermometer with olive oil, non-petroleum jelly, KY, whatever you have lying around. Diaper ointment is fine. You insert just 1/4 of an inch and you get a reading that's absolutely accurate. All right, now the place where you need to call your pediatrician is if it's 100.3 or higher. 100.3 or higher. Now here's the thing. It is so unusual and so serious if a newborn in the first 12 weeks runs a temperature that if your pediatrician doesn't give you a call back with directions within an hour, you take the baby to the closest ER. All right, and to be fair, that's what your pediatrician is going to do, only your pediatrician will say, take the baby to the ER that I'm affiliated with because I'm going to call them and tell them that you're on the way and they need to see you right away. Those ER pediatricians have a responsibility to check three things. They're going to take a blood sample to check if there's an infection in the blood. They're going to take a urine sample to check if there's an infection in the urine. And they're going to do a spinal tap to check if for meningitis. All right, so it's intense, but part of what we do here in this country is we jump on this aggressively to make sure we can get on top of what the situation is.